What's good, everybody? This is your boy Blackout Jones, and I'm here to talk about Boo Carter actually out on the practice field with his teammates. I'm also going to talk about this narrative that's been going on ever since the end of last season into spring practice, into fall camp. And that is the running back situation. I've been hearing on a lot of outlets that, oh my God, we don't know what Tennessee is going to do offensively. Dylan Sampson is not there anymore. Dylan Sampson was the cowbell last year. Dylan Sampson is. Dylan Sampson that. But what people keep failing to realize, and these are people outside of the organization, I don't think it's people within the organization. I don't think it's the fan base. But people outside of the organization, people that are outside of the Tennessee program, you keep forgetting it's running back by committee. I'm going to talk about that and a whole lot more, but before I do, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, so each time that I come on, you will get that great content that I always deliver on. But with that being said, you know what this is. Just shooting the sports. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Check this out. So I was gone for a couple of days. Matter of fact, I was gone for like 4 days, right? So I ended up having to go to Connecticut. So went to Connecticut for a family function, had a great time. You know, I ain't really had time to do any recordings or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of relax, sit back, enjoy family. I had to stop by, me being who I am, a big wrestling fan. I had to stop by the WWE headquarters, the WWE corporate offices, if you will, in Stamford, Connecticut. It wasn't but 17 minutes down the street from where we were at. So I had to show up and show out. Promos, videos, photos. I even had to do my Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? My Shawn Michaels impression. So had a great time. But now I'm back. And this was weighing on my mind during the time I was, away or whatnot. I should have went to SummerSlam because I was up that way. And I did pass MetLife, but I ain't had time for that. But with that being said, Boo Carter, let's go ahead and get to it. He is practicing now with his teammates. I think he's definitely moving in the right direction. He seems like he's done everything that he needs to do in regards to getting back on the field with his team. He's wearing a helmet. He's wearing shells. I think he was in full pads, if I'm not mistaken, today and yesterday. So that's a great sign. He's definitely, doing what needs to be done, and I'm proud of him. And we as a fan base should be proud of him too, because second chances, they have to be granted sometimes. Sometimes we just got to show grace towards our, towards our football program, and of course towards our players. So very happy about that. Hey, I think he's going to be. We already know he's a great player. We already know he's a superstar in the making, if not already a superstar. So he's definitely needed on this team. Now, with that being said, let me go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of the reason why I am doing this video. I keep seeing other outlets keep talking about, well, Tennessee lost a lot last year, and offense, it was the Dylan Sampson show. Granted, yes, it was. It was the Dylan Sampson show. I'm not going to deny that. You know what I mean? I mean, that man had what? Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it here. This man had 1,515 yards of rushing, 5.8 yards average with 22 touchdowns. He averaged 114 yards a game, 115. Who's counting? You know what I mean? I get it. But we've always been a running back by committee team. I keep saying that. We've always been that. I'm talking about dating back all the way to 2021 when we had Tyon Evans. We had Jabari Greer. We also had, who else did we have? And of course, Hendon Hooker. Even, Jalen Wright was there, but Jalen Wright wasn't Jalen Wright yet. But even Jabari Small that year, he had 806 yards, 9 touchdowns, averaging 5.6. Hendon Hooker had what? He had 816 yards with 5 touchdowns. And then Tyon Evans had 532 yards with 6 touchdowns. Let's go ahead and get to 2022. Jalen Wright, 892 yards, 10 touchdowns. Jabari Small, 746 yards, 13 touchdowns. Hendon Hooker, 569 yards, 5 touchdowns. And then Dylan Sampson, who we talking about right now, he only had at that point 397 yards, still 6 touchdowns. And let's go to 2023 here. Jalen Wright, world beater at the time, 1,032 yards. What did he have? But he had only 4 touchdowns. Dylan Sampson, 604 yards, 7 touchdowns. And Jabari Small, 477 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he was just hurt. Injuries. Just injuries for Jabari Small. And then Joe Milton, the quarterback, 437 yards, 7 touchdowns. All that on the ground. I sit here to say this. It ain't a one-man show. It never has been in the hyper era. Be honest with you, shit, it wasn't like that in the former era. If we want to be real about it, it was always running back by committee. Travis Stevens, the Travis Henrys, the Jamal Lewises of the world. Never that. It was always, what's my man's name? God, at least somebody help me out. Can't even think of Arian Foster. It was always running back by committee. Lamarcus Coker. It's been running back by committee. Always been that way. So, you got my man on ESPN. Why can't you think of his name? Former Alabama quarterback. He's sitting here talking about, well, he lost Dylan Sampson. I mean, granted, Dylan Sampson, SEC Offensive Player of the Year. Drafted to the Cleveland Browns. I get it. Jalen Wright, drafted to the Miami Dolphins. He showed out as well. But everyone that's in that offense as a running back is going to show out. The proof is in the pudding. The numbers are here. So I don't know why we continue to have this discussion about, well, you lost Dylan Sampson. We don't know what you're going to have. Hell, they said the same shit with Jalen Wright left. What you going to get in Dylan Sampson? Jalen Wright was the cowbell. And what did we get? We got Dylan Sampson. Plain and simple. That's who we got. So I don't understand all this uproar about, oh, you lost Dylan Sampson. Oh, my God. Tyon Evans, after 1 year, when he was showing out, what did he do? Transfer to Louisville. Next man up. Then what happened? Jabari Greer got off. Hendon Hooker got off. Jalen Wright got off. And then after that, what do we have next? Then Jalen Wright got off. Jabari Greer could have got off, but he was too hurt all the time. So quit this narrative about we lost Dylan Sampson. We don't know what the running game going to look like. Look who we have. Deshaun Bishop, Peyton Lewis, Star Thomas, who's a transfer from Duke. Peyton Lewis got burned last year, and he looked pretty good. We already know what Deshaun Bishop brings to the game, and he looks bigger, stronger. If you've seen the highlights of practice, Deshaun Bishop looks real good. And the rest of the running back room does as well. So I'm very confident in our running game. Very confident. Why? Because this offense is built for not only getting plenty of yards in the running game, but also getting yards in the air if you have the right quarterback to make it happen, and the wide receivers to make the catches. So how do y'all feel about that, my Tennessee fans, people outside of the program, people inside the program, fans outside of the fan base, and also fans inside the fan base? Comment, give your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think we're going to lose a step because Dylan Sampson's gone? If you know the history of the hyper offense, do you really believe that's going to happen? Because I don't. But anyway, that's enough from here. That's enough from your boy Blackout Jones. All I know, I'm very confident in our run game. And come August 30th, 12 o'clock p.m., Mercedes-Benz, Syracuse is going to find out why we are just that damn good. As I always say when I talk about the Tennessee Volunteers, go Big Orange! Go Vols!